Hello and welcome to my lecture, the last lecture for Chapter 1, which is Managing Projects. It is very well worth noting, especially when we start talking about database management systems, the fact that typically these start off as projects, and usually they're large projects. There are significant resources involved with these. There's a lot of time involved, a lot of money, a lot of people. They become critical to the organization that's creating them. So it is seriously worthwhile to realize that there is a lot involved in managing a project of this size, right? There are all sorts of steps. I believe even we have a course on project management, which goes to which lets you know that, hey, this is a significant issue. So it involves, we've got review points, right? So at different points we have to make sure that this project is going well. At times we have to just step back. Is this project going the way we wanted it to go? We have to deal with things called scope creep, because typically what happens is you start out with a project and you say, okay, this is what this project is going to do. Then you actually start putting it together. And what typically happens is very common in IT projects is that we get the scope of the project starts to grow. Oh, good, the project does that. Well, that's fabulous. Can you make it do this? And then people there are all sorts of add-ons that start to get piled onto this. And you have to realize that internally there's still money involved in this. And if you're a consultant that's working for someone that's trying to put together a database management system, scope creep can cost you money if you don't have it written into the contract to say, hey, listen, this is what we agreed that I was going to do for this amount of money. So managing projects is again significant. One of the major problems in managing the project are all of the different people that are involved in the project. And again, these are all defined. All of these people that you see here are defined on page 31. We've seen them before. End users, database analysts, the data modelers, the data administrators, the database architects, all sorts of people involved. All of them have to be brought together, all of whose issues and needs need to be met in order for this to be a successful project. And again, I stress the end users have to always be involved. They're the ones that are going to use it. People use the word stakeholders and things like that. But if you don't keep the end users involved, they're not going to use it. And I've been involved in projects where the end users torpedoed a project because they simply didn't like it. They didn't think they were involved, and they felt it was being force-fed down their throats. I've had issues when the person who was in charge of the purse strings, the person that was in charge of the money, if they're not involved, if you don't make sure they are comfortable with everything. So you've got a bunch of different people, a bunch of different personalities, all of which has to be managed as this project progresses. And this is a nice little diagram, nice little image of what the Pine Valley Furniture Company system looks like. And it's fairly complex. We've got accounting, dealing with sales, dealing with purchasing, and then the purchasing people have direct access to the database server. The sales people have to go through a web server. Your customers have to go through a web server through the internet, all of which their information has to go through a database server and eventually update the actual records and information and data in the database. So again, nothing crazy. I just wanted to emphasize a few issues associated with managing projects, and the textbook does a pretty good job. Almost the whole second half of chapter 1 talks about how Pine Valley Furniture has to deal with a lot of these issues. And that is the end of chapter 1.